Move with me. Start by curling your chin towards your chest, rounding your torso, rolling down vertebra by vertebra, keeping your knees completely locked. If it's too hard, start slightly bending your knees, reaching in the bottom position. How does this feel around your lower back? And now start coming back up, starting at your lower back, rolling up vertebra by vertebra until you find yourself in a standing position again. Giving your body movement nutrition for a pain-free lower back only takes a few seconds. Guess the most mind-blowing skill I learned at my first movement workshop back in 2015. No, it was not a one-arm handstand. It was this, a simple chest opener. Because it showed me why my lower back felt like a block of wood and why people started talking about sitting being as bad as smoking. It's not an exaggeration when I say that it felt as if I reverse aged a decade when I went from opening my chest to waving my spine. Because just like most people, I was spending too much time on sitting still in front of a screen and too little time on actually moving well. Does this ring a bell? We'll use a movement ladder so you can pick your level of difficulty based on your ability and give your lower back exactly what it needs today. Let's start by doing eye push-ups. Look at the tip of your nose and now widen your vision until you see the outer edges back at the tip of your nose and widening your vision to the outer edges of the space around you. Final repetition, tip of your nose, hold it for 10 seconds. Feel the strain and widen your vision, holding it for 10 seconds. And moving on to the next step, where you're also going to connect the eye push-up with a motion of your head. So bringing your chin to your chest, the tip of your nose, so looking at the tip of your nose, chin to your chest. And now the back of your head, reaching the back of your neck and widening. You see the outer edges, going into panoramic vision. Tip of your nose, chin to your chest, back of your head, the back of your neck, going into panorama. Final round, holding it, looking at the tip of your nose, 10 seconds. And going to extension of your neck, widening, holding it for 10 as well. If you feel strain, that's fine, stretch is fine, as long as it's not painful. And coming back to a standing position. Moving on to creating circles in space. I'm drawing a circle in space with my chin. Bring my chin to my chest. Now the back of my head to the back of my neck. And as I'm doing so, I'm also going to switch between looking at the tip of my nose and widening to the panoramic mode of looking, tip of my nose, and widening. Let's continue for 10 more seconds. Again, feeling a stretch all the way here and all the way here. Rep. Moving on to bigger circles. So we created a small circle. Now we'll make the circle bigger and bigger, as big as we can. So follow along. Tip of your nose, chin to your chest, back of your head to the back of your neck, widening, making the circle bigger, rolling down, bigger. Start making it as big as you can. Let's repeat for 10 more seconds. Don't forget to look at the tip of your nose. If it's hard, just focus on the motions of your head. Next, using the floor. So we'll combine the circle with a plank position. Again, looking at the tip of my nose, chin to my chest, back of my head to the back of my neck, panoramic, rolling down using the big circle, and now reaching with my hands to the ground. If I can keep my legs straight or knees locked, I do so. If not, I slightly bend my knees and I walk using my hands into a plank position until I reach the tip of my toes and I squeeze my glutes and come back again to a standing position. Widening your vision, repeat. Walking into a plank, leaning forwards, still looking at the tip of your nose, rolling up, widening, final round, holding it for 10 seconds in the plank position. Squeeze your glutes. Keep your elbows locked and coming back again. Widening. Which brings us to the final progression, where you're not just going to walk into a plank position, but you'll also straighten your arms all the way out. So once again, looking at the tip of my nose, chin to my chest, back of my head to the back of my neck, panoramic mode, creating a big circle, half circle, walking, straightening my arms, and coming back up again. Widening my vision, and I repeat. Second round, walking. Make sure you squeeze your glutes, and coming back up again. Final rep, we'll hold it for 10 seconds. Straightening, and hold it for 10. Try to go as low as you can, of course. If you can go lower, go lower. And rolling back up to finish the final progression, hopefully with a smile. Did you complete the entire follow along? Great. Were some levels beyond your current capacity? That's okay. Just remember to take small steps every day. And you'll discover over time that there's some truth to the idea that you are as old as your spine. Waving is one of the movement vitamins which I recommend in my daily movement multivitamin. To discover the other two, click on the next follow along or click on the link in the description below to discover the cheat sheet for this video and go from painful to playful.